Anita Vega. We're here live tonight in Beaumont, Texas at the Elmo Willard Library for a town hall for Randy Weber. I would like to first introduce you to Shelby Smith. She is an organizer with Golden Triangle Indivisible, and she's going to tell us a little bit about the event tonight.
Hi. Golden Triangle Indivisible was created after the Women's March in Beaumont that was highly successful, and everybody wanted to know where to go from here. So we ended up with a progressive movement that we named Golden Triangle Indivisible. And tonight what we're doing is we're having a town hall meeting with or without Randy Weber. Now Randy Weber has already declined, so we know he's not coming. But we're going to continue having our town hall meeting nonetheless. We're going to allow people to ask questions of him, and we're going to videotape it. And then we're going to upload these videos both to a YouTube channel, and then we're also going to be sending it to the media to let them know what our questions are and what our concerns are, and the things that are going on in the United States today.
Okay. Well, thank you, Shelby. So we're going to head inside where we already have some people gathering and see what's happening inside. It looks like we have a few people here already.
I'm just right. I'm glad to see this turnout. Yeah, but either one of these, we're signing in either one of these.
Are you?
Petitions for the Affordable Care Act. And then if you want to speak, you sign in on the other side.
This man in the white shirt across the room, this is Dr. DeCour. He's also with Golden Triangle Indivisible, and as soon as I get a chance, I'm going to catch him and let him tell us a little bit about ACA, which is something that I'm sure a lot of people will be asking questions about tonight. Dr. DeCour, do you have a moment to tell us a little bit about the ACA and what's happening?
The ACA was actually pretty landmark. We haven't had a larger decline in the uninsured rate since Medicare and Medicaid were established. So 20 million people got insurance due to the Affordable Care Act. And that's the most people that have been insured since, at one time, since the establishment of Medicare and Medicaid. It's really a landmark. It helps provide lower income people with subsidies to buy their insurance so that they don't have to be on state funded insurance. And as a doctor, I see it every day, and I see patients come in who are coming in solely because they have insurance from the ACA. And if this gets repealed, well, where are those people going to go for their health care? These are sometimes people who have chronic illnesses who haven't seen doctors in decades. So I think it's really important that we come across and let them know that, we're not going to stand up for them repealing the ACA. We can improve it, but we're not going to repeal it because it's going to affect so many millions of people in a negative way.
And are you planning on asking questions tonight of Representative Weber?
Yes, I will ask a question.
Okay, great. Well, we're looking forward to that. Thank you.
Thank you.
If you want to speak, then you sign over there.
I may not speak now. I'm getting nervous.
Uh-oh. Now you're in trouble.
I'm going to take a moment to see if I could talk with a few of the constituents that have come in tonight and see what brought them in. Would you mind if I just ask you a question or two? Okay, great.
Who are you with?
I'm with Golden Triangle Indivisible, and we're live. We're streaming live on Facebook.
Oh, Lord.
I just wanted to ask you, so what brought you in tonight?
Well, I just wanted to kind of visit with our representative and find out if he understands why he's there. You know, that he's representing all the people, not just the Republicans.
Yeah. Okay, that's very good. And so, are you going to be asking him questions?
I
Or
hope
you?
so. If
you
my
or
friend here doesn't
hopefully.
scare me to death.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
I
okay.
hope to ask a question, yes.
Yeah. Very good. Well,
Thank
you. Okay. Ma'am.
Yes.
Would you mind if I ask you what brings you in tonight?
Oh, well, I am here because I think it's very important that our Congressman, Mr. Babbitt, know that we want him to make sure that the Affordable Care Act, that people are not left behind. There's so many people who have insurance under the Affordable Care Act who couldn't have it before, and those people need to be considered before there are any changes made in that act.
Yeah, we have, well, Golden Triangle Indivisible has been working in a couple of different districts with District 14 and District 36, which is Babin and Weber.
Right.
And so we're really looking forward to seeing what transpires with both of those.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, what have I said?
Hey, how are you doing? I wanted to let you know that I'm here for video use. I mean, if anybody needs
You're
to.
not, you have any
If,
constituents at all.
what am I trying to say?
Would you
I can record.
promise to get here to what would I say? I've already screwed up, I can tell.
I have.
No, you haven't.
It looks like they're still signing in people. I'm not quite sure of the time right now.
Hi, can I help you? Okay. We're going to be speaking right there. I guess me. G, where do you want to call? Okay, hang on just a second. We get somebody, make sure that this is time. Sure. You're in here, right? Okay. Because I'm not, neither one of the organizers are in here, so I need sign in and get the petition.
Would you mind if I ask you a question or two? We're on camera. We're on camera live on Facebook. I don't have it pointed at you right now. I wanted to ask your permission first. I just wanted to ask you a question or so.
Well, you can ask me first, and then I'll see if I
Okay. Well, my question was, what brought you in tonight? Any specific things that you wanted to?
about where the president
Do you mind
is
if I
taking us.
videotape you? Is it okay?
Well, I
You'd
like
rather
to
not?
know
Okay.
questions.
Okay. Well, then I'll come over here and we'll just have the camera on the audience, and that way I can hear your answers without you having to be on camera.
Yeah, I just
understand.
like to know the questions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I like to just answer.
Oh, I
get
was
my
just
thoughts
wondering what
together.
brought you in tonight, and
Because I'm concerned about our president.
are there
and
specific issues that you're
whether or not
particularly
he's
concerned?
stable enough to be the president.
And you're hoping that Representative Weber can answer to that. And
Yeah, whether he's stable
Be
enough.
accountable.
Because it just don't seem like he's stable enough to be a president. He's too all over the place.
so you're looking to your representative to make sure that he can guarantee that things are going to be okay,
That he'll do
even
everything he can, because I know that they're thinking about having like a psychiatrist. I've heard different I watch a lot of MSNBC and a lot of CNN, and it's like I've listened to some of the psychiatrists and what they're saying, about his mental status. And to to me, from watching him, I just don't think he's qualified not to be a president.
So you want to make sure that Representative Weber is going to back up your best interest and
Right.
make sure everything's okay. Okay. Well, I really appreciate you answering my questions. You have a good evening.
You too.
Would you have a moment? Let me ask you a couple of questions?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay. And your name again is Phil?
Phil Rogers.
Okay. Well, tell me about what you're doing here tonight and what brought you in.
What brought me in is I'm extremely upset about the developments that are going on, and it's just so much of it that we got to focus on the ACA and Medicare and healthcare tonight, and I certainly have questions about that. But I mean, I'm not really a political activist, but desperate times to call for people to.
Yeah, I saw tonight you just kind of got drawn into signing people in, so you just jumped in there and volunteered. And
I don't mind. I volunteer for the Sierra Club stuff and do things, so it's nothing new. Are you going to ask a question?
Thank you.
Okay, if you are, if you're not, you don't need to do that. If you do, they would like it. And just in a nutshell, what would be the yes or no questions? Okay. And if the talk is like talking about it.
Looks like the room is getting a little full. I think maybe we might have underestimated the number of chairs that we needed. It looks like our news media is here.
For healthcare or what?
Absolutely. What we need, they need somebody to help us sort people out and get them up to code. Okay? Because we do want to start with simple. And we've got lots of people who want to and they want to make
Ma'am, would you mind if I ask you a question or two?
Sure, who are you with?
We're on live. I'm with Golden Triangle Indivisible, and we're on live right now on Facebook broadcasting the town hall. I wonder if you could just tell me what brought you in tonight and maybe a little bit about what you thought of talking to Representative Weber about.
Oh, well, I was interested to hear what Representative Weber's thoughts were on Medicare, because there's been so much conversation about privatizing Medicare, and of course, I'm not in favor of that, so I was wanting to know what he thought at this point, and if he would agree to not vote to privatize Medicare.
That's great. And so, are you're on Medicare as well?
No, I'm not on Medicare
but
yet.
You're concerned
but,
for
you know,
other people.
There are people on Medicare right now, and the people in the future. It'll have a huge effect on them if it's privatized. Privatization has not worked in so many instances that I'm very fearful that people will have a lot of difficulty accessing health care if it's privatized.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you so much. You have a good evening.
All right.
Okay. I think our room is going to be filled up tonight. We might be left with standing room only by the time it's over. ladies mind if I ask you a couple of questions? Okay. Well, just tell me what brought you in tonight and what concerns you wanted to express, or what did you want to ask Representative Weber?
I didn't plan on necessarily speaking, but my concerns are just that we're living in a society where it seems that people aren't kind and aren't treating one another kindly, and I really want to speak up for the rights of everyone. So that's my big thing.
So you're for everyone. That's good.
Yeah. Keeping it small there.
And you, what brings you in tonight?
I'm not planning on speaking tonight, but I'm interested, just to get interested into local politics. I do want to know more about what's going on.
To be a little bit more informed about what's happening. Well, that's great. That's what we're all doing at this point, I think, too. Learning. I know I wasn't really that involved in politics before until very recently.
Exactly right.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Looks like we still have people coming in the door. And I think we're definitely running out of chairs. I think I see one of our university professors over there. I think I'll go see if I can ask him a couple of questions. Hi, David. Would you mind if I ask you a couple of questions on camera?
Not at all.
Okay. Do you want to introduce yourself?
I'm sorry?
Do you want to introduce yourself?
Oh, I'm David Hooker. I'm a teacher at Lamar Institute of Technology.
Okay. And so what brings you in tonight?
Just the general nationwide, worldwide interest in the town halls, the opposition, the resistance to Trump, and those who support him. In general.
And so how do you expect our new administration to affect education?
I'm sorry?
How do you expect our new administration to affect the education system in the country?
Very badly.
And so would you have any particular questions for Representative Weber concerning education?
I really didn't come here with any particular questions in mind. I just came to observe. But I would be curious as to how much he supports President Trump and his program, or how much he wants to admit that he supports him.
Okay. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
How have you been?
Trying to exempt him right now. So they're trying to get him out of cover.
Let's say we definitely have a full house. Okay. This would be Representative Weber, whom we would be waiting for and hoping to see tonight.
In about 2 or 3 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and start the town hall. Okay? So, standing room only. So I'm going to people coming in.
All right, we're going to start in just a couple of minutes. We're going to try and get a couple more people signed in, and then we'll be ready to start.
I'm not sure we're going to have room for all the people that are still coming in. Made some signs.
If anyone has this paper still, if you're holding on to this, we need this so that we can call you all up. Okay? And I think we're going to go on and start, although not everyone has come in yet. We've got a long sign-in process. We're trying to get it. I brought 3 sign-in sheets, but it's still not enough. Which I'm delighted to see. Since I've got a loud teacher voice, I'm going to ask everyone to please listen to what this is Ramsey Dr. Kaur, and he's going to be our host tonight. He doesn't have quite as loud a voice as I do, so you're going to have to be quiet.
Thank you, everyone. We have a huge crowd here, as everyone would say. Standing room only. Henry David Thoreau, in a speech, wrote, "When in some obscure country town, the farmers come together to a special town meeting to express their opinion on some subject which is vexing the land. That, I think, is the true Congress, and the most respectable one that has ever assembled in the United States." No matter where on the political spectrum you lie, as Americans, we have to recognize that there have been drastic changes and talk of drastic changes that will affect the lives of everyone living in this country. It's our right and it's our duty to participate in the civic process, and I thank each and every one of you for being here tonight. This right here is what representative democracy looks like. My name is Ramsey and I'm one of the organizers of Golden Triangle Indivisible. Just to let you know a little bit about Golden Triangle Indivisible, we are an intersectional group of grassroots community activists who are moving forward in a nonpartisan, progressive, positive, and peaceful manner. Our goal in this group is to act as a bulletin board for progressive concerns. We do follow the Indivisible Guide, which you can get online. Just look up Google Indivisible Guide. And we're organizing into groups to address progressive issues in immigration reform, women's rights, the environment, education, social justice, healthcare, and local issues. We're also mission that includes self-care, marketing and communication, community outreach, legal and fundraising, educational enrichment, and analytics team, which is basically management of social media as well. Now, first of all, I want to say that if we didn't have the Indivisible guidebook, none of this here would have been possible. The national Indivisible team turned from a group of concerned and knowledgeable citizens into progressive activists that are leading a huge movement that is making history as we speak here right now in the town hall. So right now, there's an Indivisible group in every single congressional district in the United States. All 435 congressional districts. There are over 5,000 groups, Indivisible groups in the country, and over 2.5 million members. In the Golden Triangle Indivisible group alone, we have nearly 500 members. Now, if you're a non-participating member, that's okay. I urge you to become one. We need your voice and we need your manpower. And if you're volunteering in another group, well, that's great too. Let us know what you're doing and we will help you spread the word. We need to work together and we need to support each other. All you have to do is look at the nightly news right now, just to look at what's being accomplished and what we're doing simply by standing up and speaking out. Contacting him many times through many different mediums, email, we faxed every one of his offices, we called, you may have seen my video where I went into his Beaumont office to invite him. And basically, I got an email back saying that he would be meeting with individual constituents this time around. Yeah. But right now they're in a congressional recess, and the official term for that is the district work period. That means he needs to be here tonight working for all his constituents, not just we asked for 1 hour of his time. It didn't have to be tonight, it could have been any other time that he suggested, but unfortunately we couldn't give that 1 hour. But you know what? That's okay, because we will not be silenced, and we will be heard. And this town hall is being taped. It's being on Facebook Live right now. And what we're going to do is we're going to send this tape over to Representative Weber's office, and we're going to ask him for a prompt response to us. Okay, so as we do this, I want to emphasize that Indivisible represents the height of civility and respectfulness. Our goal is to create a dialogue, not a monologue with our legislators. We've got to find common ground and work from there. That doesn't mean that we're going to be passive. We're passionate people, but do not mistake our passion for aggression. We're not paid activists. We are volunteers who are concerned about where our country is going and what might happen. So when they say that we're paid activists, that denigrates us and tries to delegitimize our movement. And you know what? We're not going to let them do that. So to that end, we're going to be asking some hard questions tonight. Ones with only yes and no answers, ones that will require them to take a stand, and ones that directly affect us all. Then after this town hall meeting, we'll continue to monitor our representatives' votes. We'll be commenting on both the good and bad that they do, and we'll be communicating constantly with our legislators. So we have 1 hour tonight, okay, not a whole lot of time. So we're primarily looking for questions about the Affordable Care Act, and they're wanting to repeal the Affordable Care Act. But towards the end, hopefully we're going to have some time to also ask questions about the so-called Muslim ban, the Supreme Court Justice nominee, and also President Trump and his administration's ties to Russia. Okay? So we'll try to include everything, but to start out tonight, I'm going to ask my question. And so if you would, after I give my question, I have people's questions up here, and I'll call you. You can come and stand up at the podium and ask your question. Please say your name and say your zip code, because they want to know that you're in their district, okay? So please say that. So my name is Ramsey DeCour. I live in zip code 77713. So the Affordable Care Act doesn't necessarily affect me personally. I don't qualify for subsidies on the Affordable Care Act. Neither does my wife or child. My mother and father are on Medicare. But where it does affect me, I'm a physician. I'm a family physician here in Beaumont, Texas. And every single day, I see people come in who haven't had health insurance since they were children. And these people come in their 40s, their 50s, and their 60s. And they come in with chronic illnesses that if they were found out years earlier, they may not have the complications that they come and see me with. And every single one of them is so thankful that they're able to see a doctor, and they let me know that. My question tonight for you, Representative Weber, would you reassure constituents that any ACA replacement plan that has your backing will continue to cover preventative services like annual checkups for children, mammograms, cancer screenings, and birth control without any copays?
Yes.